testing, 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 testicles, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 746, 46 of the Daily Mother Whoa, the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Beardcast, Taintcast, Pumpcast, Sleazecast, and Yokedcast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. There's no shame in a little public flexing. All right. There is a little shame in public nudity. I don't know why. I think sharing is caring, but sharing the gains is always looked highly upon, especially in the Daily Swole. So welcome everyone to episode 746. We're getting up there, fam. We're getting up there. What's going on Facebook? Welcome everyone to the Quadcast every damn day like a motherfucker. Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. YouTube, Facebook, I said everything? Yeah. Okay, good, cool. And also the podcast on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. You can catch me everywhere. We got some good updates. So I'm going to let you know what is new on all platforms. And honestly, I understand if you don't follow me everywhere. You have the platform of your choice. And oh, I only use Instagram. I only use Facebook. I only watch YouTube. I only use that. I recommend you follow Papa Swolio everywhere, because I am not your average bear. I'm not your average bear. I post different shit on every single platform. So if you're not following the gain train on every platform, you're going to miss out some stuff. So I just posted a pretty funny video, if I do say so myself. Oh, thank you. On Instagram and on YouTube, I posted a new training workout. I'm going to start posting my trainings again. I did another one today. I had, some that I'm going to post from throwback. The one I posted yesterday was from a couple of weeks ago, but I got some stuff. I just haven't gotten around to it. I'm like, you know what? Let me just throw it up. Boom. And you love it. You love it. So I'm posting a lot of new training content over on YouTube. The vlog, the Swole Motion on YouTube. I got the Daily Swole on YouTube. I got the Driving While Gainings on YouTube. Honestly, if you're not following me on YouTube, you're missing like a shitload of content. Like, no joke. There's a library over there. The only thing I don't have on YouTube is like 3D IMAX presentation, but it's pretty fucking awesome. It's close. It's the next best thing. So if you're not following me on YouTube, first off, why the fuck not? And you can catch me over there at Swolenormous, just like everywhere else. Let's see what's going on here. Welcome everyone coming in on Instagram. Instagram's a bunch of bitches. You guys are bitches on Instagram. Come on in here. I see everyone join, and leave. You know what's interesting about Instagram? People don't stick around. It's like very transient. It's very transient. It's like a waitress or a bartending position. People come and go. That's what Instagram is. It's like people passing through. It's like the Wild West, right? You come in, you have a beer. Just passing through Dodge. Yeah, and I was back up in Las Vegas. I was down in Las Vegas. 3 months passed. Did some work down there. Herd some cattle. Now I'm back up through Sacramento. Yeah, sure. I know I just listed some random fucking places that are nowhere near one another. However, that's what Instagram is, because I see how many people are watching. I see how many people are joining, and the numbers just don't add up. I think it's interesting. But people on Facebook and YouTube, they stick around. We got the ADD Instagram. Honestly, that's the interesting thing about Instagram. It's super ADD. It's super ADD. It's more than anything else. It's more ADD than any other platform. Instagram is for people that have absolutely no attention span. It's like 60 seconds. I can't handle anything more. If the video is more than a minute, I'm moving on. I don't know. Instagram's weird. I feel like Instagram's in this weird place right now where either they're going to change something or people are going to get tired of it. They'll tweak some shit soon. Anyway, it's fun. It's fun. No hate. No hate. Really, wherever you're joining, wherever you're watching, it's all good. I really don't care. As long as you're here, it's all good. It's all good. You just miss out on the quality audio. You just get the speaker. Instagram's not part of society. Let's see what's going on YouTube. Welcome, fam. I have a big question. I'm 19 and I currently work at an office. How do it deal with women in the workforce? By the way, this is my first job. What? Whoa, wrong show here. Wrong show. How does it deal with women in the workforce? I don't know. Do your thing. Be the best employee that you can, and things will work themselves out. I hope. I don't know. I have a man bun, not a woman bun, so I wouldn't know about how women are in the workforce, but I'm sure it's harder than men. I'm sure it's harder than men. If anyone else has an opinion, on YouTube, there was a question about women in the workforce. What a weird that was the first question that popped up. I didn't read it. I thought it was like a fitness question. That's random, but good luck with your first job. Congratulations. You're making money. Do what you need to do. Just don't suck dick. Like don't try to sleep your way to the top. Don't be stereotypical classic Mad Men type. No, just do your thing. Do your job. Be respectful and work hard. Yeah, be nice. Like do your shit. Anyway, let's move on to like real talk. I don't know what that was about. What is your opinion on people like Athlean X using fake weights in their videos? What do you mean? What fake weights? What to demonstrate? It's perfectly fine for a demonstration if it's clear that they're fake weights. If it isn't, I mean, what? All right. Let's. Okay, I'm gonna take a pause from YouTube because I got two questions that were weird. That were weird. Athlean X is good stuff. He knows his Jeff Cavalier is good shit. I don't know about the fake weights. Using fake weights, it's fine. Fake weights are great for demonstration. Hell, in my programs, for example, right on Swolenormous X, I use like 5 pound dumbbells or tens. I'm not going to lift massive amounts of weight to demonstrate an exercise. It has nothing to do with proper form. Yeah. All right. So we're off to a rough start. We'll get into it. That's a little bumpy road, right? Sometimes YouTube, let's go back to Facebook. All right. I think that's really why it's important to have a quadcast because when one site's like, what the hell? It's like everyone woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Now I'm going to go back over to Facebook. It's like, all right, YouTube has timeout. YouTube gets timeout for like a couple minutes. So post some more more questions. I'm fucking with you, but yeah, YouTube's in timeout. So YouTube sit in the corner. Let's see what's over here on Facebook. Everyone's laughing at YouTube. So Facebook's making fun of YouTube. I feel like it's high school all over again. We got like clicks. Everyone's like, YouTube, you suck. Papa Swole, what's up, Vince? What's up, Marnie? Sun's out, guns out in North Dakota. The sun comes out in North. I didn't know that the sun knew where North Dakota was. Hey Dash was written all over your walls, quotes and inspiration and things and goals and all sorts of stuff on note cards. And yes, I wrote them all out by hand. And yes, I stuck them to the wall by hand. And yes, it took a while. Yes. Adstagram. Okay, cool. Let's see. I watched many of your videos on YouTube yesterday that I was dreaming in Swolenormous mode all night. Well, you had the weirdest freaking dreams. You had a lot of like psychosis. Make sure you shake that off before you go back to work or you go back to society because I'm not some sanity on my YouTube channel, not a lot. What up, Swole? Instagram is always on the right side of the bed. Well, when people turn out. All right, YouTube. Let's see we got any if we can recover from that. Hi, Dash. I saw you're breaking Swole. Thanks for the new content. Sweet. Yeah, and that's what I mentioned before. I called it breaking Swole. I'm going to call it all sorts of things. Those titles of those workout videos are going to be fucking all over the place. It's fun. So I'm posting my training videos on YouTube, and I have a lot of training content. And of course, those of you that are in Swolenormous X, actually, what's cool is that some of this training content, I'm going to break down some of these exercises and some of these things from Breaking Swole. Those of you that are in Swolenormous X, I'm going to be using those for some instructional videos, and some of these workouts I'm going to translate over into workouts for the program vault and things of that nature. So it's going to be super cool. It's weird seeing you from this angle. I usually watch on YouTube. It's the same angle. Oh, I mean, it's a little bit closer. Yeah, it's the same direction on Instagram. It's just a little bit lower. You can see my beard a little bit better. Instagram's got the beard shot. That's that's what's cool. We have this. Once I get, in the future, when this becomes like a full-blown professional production, I mean, it is pretty professional, but when it becomes like a full, like there's like a team, there's like a crew, I'm gonna have like a beard cam. I'll have like a cam right here, just gets like the underbeard. Maybe I'll just like have like a GoPro right here on my clavicle, just getting the underbeard. And then I'll have like, the bun shot. I'll have like a zoom in on the bun so we can go like, all right, let's go to bun cam one, bun cam two, and beard cam and slow pan around the mustache and back to the gains. Good. Rear deltoid cam. Excellent. And camera 3. That's what it's gonna be like. Okay, let's do some questions. Let's do some Q&A. We're gonna talk about food and muscle and inflammation, or I hope so. I always have a title and have an idea, but if today's gonna be a Q&A type thing, we'll run with it. I really don't care. I really don't care. I mean, it can go tomorrow, it can go the next day. It really doesn't matter as long as I give you what you want and we talk about some certain good shit and we keep it on topic relatively. Lola J, 1980. Let's see. Do you do yoga before or after a workout? Do you stick to foam rolling on lifting days? Well, first off, you can do foam rolling every day. You could do it before, you could do it after. During would be a little bit foolish just because it's not, beneficial during really. I mean, that's what you can do, lay on the ground every between every set. You could do it yoga before if you want to. I personally recommend doing yoga after a workout. Like if you're going to do a workout and then right after do yoga, or if you're going to do them, like let's say one workout in the morning and one in the evening, it doesn't matter, whichever you feel best with, but you have to try that out. So if you prefer, let's say, to do yoga first thing in the morning, which is fantastic, or if you like to lift weights first thing in the morning, that's fantastic. Because yoga is a great way to mobilize the spine and get you, moving. If you're very stiff in the morning, if you have any pre-existing injuries, okay, check with your doctor. But it's a great way to loosen up and add mobility and to prepare you for the day and wake you up. In the evening, yoga is also great because it's very relaxing. It's restorative. It can balance you out from a long day. And of course, what type of yoga is important too. Let's see. Justin Garcia. The audio is clearer on YouTube for sure. Well, the Instagram is through the phone. Instagram doesn't have, and if I plugged in an external microphone, it picks up the audio signal and interferes with the cell signal. I've tried that. Live broadcasting does not work with external mics well because the RF interference or whatever you want to call it. Beard cam for gains, Dennis or Dale. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. All right. So let's see. Hey, now it just came out recently due to season changes. Oh, the sun. Hence me being back on the gain train. Missed this weather. I was frozen in time. IG is crazy close. I can count beard hairs. You're welcome, Abigail. You're welcome. Should I get it closer on Instagram? Should I get it closer? Bring it up. All right. On Twitch, waddled away. You guys on Twitch have the weirdest names. It's like Pirate Raper, waddled away. I guess maybe Pirate Raper and Wild Away know each other. Yo, bro, whenever I do a prisoner getup, I always feel to make them faster. If I but like a littler ball to sit on, any reason I should not do it, or is there no problemy? What's a prisoner getup? What's a prisoner getup? You get off the ground after you got butt slammed. What's a prisoner getup? On a ball? Oh, we're off to a rough start. I'd love to help you on Twitch. I don't know what that exercise is. Don't forget, fam, like anytime you're explaining an exercise, there are many exercises in this world that have multiple names depending on what country you're from or what you named it. A bench press is pretty understand or pretty much associate, it's a bench press. We all know what a bench press is. But if you say like a monkey press, okay, well maybe I'll create a monkey press and call it something else. So I don't know what the heck a prisoner getup is. I don't do CrossFit, bro. Do you have any dancing advice for nightclubs? Yeah, don't go. Jabroni, get some sleep, drink some water, go pump early in the morning. Son. Yeah, Abigail, this is a crazy swole. This is absolutely insane. This is crazy. You guys are freaks. You guys are freaks. It's a freak show. Okay. Let's see. I find myself not on Instagram as much. Yeah, well, according to what's going on, I don't know where to go now. I don't know if YouTube's the place, Instagram, you guys are all freaking me out. I don't even know what to do. I mean, like, I feel like just shots fired everywhere. This is cool. This is cool. Got a lot of questions. Sometimes there's just no questions. I'm just dropping nukes. Today, I was gonna try to get my dick wet with some food talk and muscle inflammation, and we got like we got just like a question fest. All right, let's take a couple more and then we'll get into it and I'll ignore half of you for a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe. Do bodybuilders do cardio? Yes. How much cardio should I do? I'm trying to build muscle. Not so much. Not so much. You don't want to burn excess calories really when you're trying to bulk up. You could do it for heart health, but keep it minimal, in my personal recommendation. And bodybuilders do a lot of things, and they're also taking anabolic steroids. So their body hormone profile is different. So they can maintain more muscle mass while doing caloric deficits and extra cardio and stuff like that. So you can't gauge what you're doing naturally off someone who's taking a lot of exogenous hormones. Ooh, big words. Papa Swolio's getting lit. Uh, the podcast, I'm sorry, podcast people. I'm sorry, podcast people. You're listening in and you're like, what the fuck is going on? But maybe this is gonna be like, "Well, this is so exciting. I gotta go catch the live show. This is a fucking hot mess. This is a hot mess." Everyone, if you really wanna have a party, just get, like, 4 devices, just load them up and watch all the comments. It's nuts. It's nuts. If you think you have, like, a lot of comments on one platform, if you're watching on Instagram or YouTube, it's like the same thing I'm seeing, just weird things everywhere. First live video and we're in timeout. Yeah, well, talk to your peeps, YouTube. Talk to your peeps. Uh, I don't know Mako Spain. I don't know. I don't watch his content. I don't watch his content. He knows what he's talking about when he uses fake weights to pretend he's stronger than he really is. I don't think he pretends at all. Why would he pretend he's stronger than he really is? Why? Is it really a fake weight or are people misinterpreting bumper plates for I don't care. I don't care. He's strong and knowledgeable for what he needs to be. He doesn't pretend to be anything he's not. Who cares? Maybe it was a joke. If I'm trying to lose a lot of weight, should I be lifting very heavy or high reps, low weight? If you're trying to lose a lot of weight, you don't need to go powerlifting, but I would lift for bodybuilding. I would do 8 to 15 repetitions, but you have to build up to that. Don't forget your yoga, fam. Don't forget your yoga. We're talking about cheese on Facebook. Yo, fam, what is going on? What is going on? The horror. The horror. The horror. Fucking feels like apocalypse now. I should dim the lights. I don't know what's going on here. It's absolutely crazy. Oh, these fucking questions in my face. If you've never seen Apocalypse Now, you have no fucking idea what I'm talking about. Go watch a movie. You got no culture. Hey, fuck, Kaz. All right. Shit, I'm changing the title of this episode. Fuck it, we're doing a Q&A today. It's over. It's over. We lost it. We lost it, which is cool, which is fine. I love doing we haven't done a Q&A in a little bit. I don't think we did one on Sunday. No, we didn't. I'm always open to a Q&A day. Fuck it. Roll with it. No worries, fam. No worries. No worries. Something good, Eric Dean on a Facebook. Something good. I'm gonna give you an accent, Eric. What do you want? I'm gonna give you some kind of like, I don't know, I'll give you some kind of weird accent. Something good that happened this morning. Putting on my belt, I realized I dropped the belt loop. I still weight around the same weight, but I've gone down 2 belt loops in the past few months. Good job, bro. That's one of the best ways to tell if you're losing weight. Good job, bro. That's one of the best ways to tell if you're losing weight is if you're actually, your circumference, you're feeling the clothes different because a scale is gonna lie to you. Any of you scale junkies, who here still uses a scale all the time? Stay off that shit. Stay off that shit. Waddled away, is my question lot legitimate? I forget what you asked. Was that about the prisoner get-ups? I don't Did you hear me? I don't know I don't know what that is. I don't know what a prisoner get-up is. Is that a burpee? Are you giving it a different name? I don't know what that is. So I can't help you because I don't know what you're talking about. Fuck. More than happy to help. More than happy to help. Can you, Zach Perez on Facebook, can you give a brief explanation on what the inflammation is in inflammatory food? Is it bloating or pain? It could be all that. You have a video that explains it more in SwoleX. Yes, the nutrition jumpstart. And you could also check out on Messenger here, my anti-diet workshop, Zach. But yeah, check out the nutrition jumpstart in SwoleX. That explains like the elimination. Yeah, the inflammation, it's swelling. It's the cells. The cells actually get swollen, inflamed, and you create gaps like leaky gut. So like spaces occur in the thin tissue of the small intestines and allows larger particles and invaders to get through. What's my view on steroids? Don't take them. Your question's legitimate. Don't take them. Yeah, the plant. Yeah, that's a good book. That's a good book. That'll explain a lot too. No scale in Soviet Russia. Belt loop drop you. Oh yes. YouTube is the OG. I'm down with I'm down with the YT. Yeah, you know me. Not even if I'm in shape and in my 20s. No. Don't take steroids. Fuck. You're in your 20. No. Like the result could be badass. All right, I'm leaving this because that's just you're getting No, yeah, of course the results could be badass. Do what you want. Do what you want. I'm not recommending it. It's on the record. Don't take them. Go live your life, lift weights, eat heavy. You're not going to see results just because you inject something. What foods give inflammation? All right, so this is a little bit on topic, right? All right, inflammation's in the title of this episode, so we're getting somewhere. Inflammation is essentially inflammation is essentially bad shit. And it doesn't mean like you have bruise or oh, you have like, I hurt my arm or it literally is essentially swelling of the cell. So each cell has like the ability to be inflamed and to get puffy and to get pumped and to get like, bigger. Not bigger like you're just getting yoked, but it's getting a little bit swollen. It's a reaction. Okay. It's a negative reaction based on chemical processes that I can't even explain. You don't need to. There's a lot of content out there, right? That will talk about stuff. Some stuff gets way too medical and way too complicated that just goes over everyone's head and no one pays attention because only like medical professionals will even be able to read like a study. And then you have people, oh, it's not important. They just eat whatever the fuck they want. You can get very granular and scientific. You don't have to. All you need to know is that if you're eating the wrong foods, all right, hold on. I got to stop this. Bro, well, there's a bunch of guys at my gym who differ on this opinion. I don't understand why you got so emotional. The newer steroids are almost harmless, they told me. Well, you will go listen to your gym bros. They're fucking idiots. They're stupid. The newer steroids, the fuck are you talking about? And what are they talking about? I know you're a kid and I'm not trying to be rude and I appreciate your attention, but don't ask me a question and then question my fucking answer. Don't ask me then. Go talk to your gym bros who say the new steroids are harmless. Fuck off then. I don't know what you want me to tell you. They're not good. They're going to fuck up your hormone profile. You're going to be jacked up and on testosterone replacement for the rest of your life. Yeah, the results could be badass. You're also going to be badass with fucking liver problems. You're going to be fucked up. Trust me. Go look at some bodybuilders. Go look at some pro bodybuilders after their careers. Yeah. Go look at some pro bodybuilders after their careers. I'm telling you, you do not need to fuck with that shit. And the people at the gym that are taking it, of course, because they're going to sell it to you and they're probably going to sell you fucking sunflower oil and charge you $100 for it and laugh and be like, hey, this guy's going to put this into his ass. Go listen to them. Go listen to those doctors in your locker room. Fucking Christ. No, I usually I won't. I'm not going to. And that's for everyone. That's just good content right there. Fuck that shit. I just want to make sure I lay that hammer down because there's no confusion. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here with that garbage. Dash is going to lay the hammer. I did lay the fucking hammer. It's true. I got some ocean. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second. We hold on. We got another. We got some other input on YouTube. On YouTube, Roid Rage. Fuck you, bro. I got some oceanfront property in Arizona for him. Okay, so if you're interested, oceanfront, beachfront, and check it out. Check it out if you want to. It's New Dependence, North Dakota, on YouTube. Oceanfront property in Arizona. Go check it out. No, you weren't rude to me. No, I'm making it a point for anyone that might be listening, but you keep on asking me and I keep on telling you. No, dude, listen, bro Sivas, bro Heem, bro Hyman, like just don't fuck with your body like that. I'd rather be a dick to you and you don't do it than nice to you and then you think about doing it and end up doing it. I'm not trying to make a friend here. I'm trying to give you good advice. You don't need that shit. Honestly, you don't need that shit. And you don't need to be listening to anyone in the gym fucking locker room that tells you it's harmless to stick a fucking needle with a substance that you have no idea what the fuck it is or the consequences into your arm, chest, calf, ass, asshole, wherever they're telling you to stick it. Just don't fucking do it. That's ridiculous. The results can be badass. Bro, these results, in my opinion, are fucking badass. These results are fucking badass, okay? And that's from 18 years of lifting and eating like a beast. All right. Yeah. And if you take steroid, your balls are going to fucking shrink. And then your balls might not be able to produce testosterone after you take them because you're going to stunt your natural production. That's a fact. And that can happen. Did they tell you that? Did they tell you that they have little tiny marble balls? Did they tell you about all their marble? Yes, it's natural. It's fucking 2 decades of lifting and eating heavy. I'm not that fucking huge. There are thousands and hundreds of thousands, I'm sure, of people more muscular than me, but that they're also injecting tons of shit. Consequences, man. Consequences. Can I get a who? Yeah. Fuck. All right. If you're in your 20s, you have as much testosterone as you need. Yeah, you do. You do. And if you don't, you have an issue and you have to talk to your doctor and figure that out. But proper nutrition, proper nutrition and training and training. I maybe this is the conversation for it. Maybe this is the episode. I guarantee most people that you see at your gym that are on steroids, you don't even know that they are. These tiny, skinny guys with like, sharp deltoids and, shitty skin quality. I saw a guy at the gym today. He looked like fucking Guile from Street Fighter. I walked by, he had headphones on, but I said, Hadouken. And I kept on walking. He didn't hear me. He had AirPods in. But he looked like Goku a little bit. He had the face, he had a little like spiky hair. I was like, what the fuck? Guy looked like a cartoon character. I could tell he was juicing. His skin quality was garbage, and but he wasn't that big. I was bigger than him. I looked better than him. Obviously, it's not that hard. Then your back will look like pizza. A lot of times it could. A lot of times it could. And that's the problem with things like that because they're not legal. You can't just go to Walgreens or CVS or Walmart and just pick up sauce. And people are getting them and you don't know what the quality is. And you're injecting shitty stuff and you're going to have a lot of issues. They don't tell you about the gyno. They don't tell you about the acne. They don't tell you about the fucking hair patches and, it might speed up balding if you have that running in your family. There's a lot of side effects. They haven't perfected shit yet, too. You know, it's way too young to even start thinking about that. If you're 40 or 50 and you're thinking about testosterone replacement, you're going to your doctor and you're getting it and you're getting it prescribed and you're doing it then and you're replacing it to improve your quality of life. All right, it's a whole different conversation, right? You build that foundation. I've told you before on the show, I'm open to that, right? Maybe in 10 years I go and hey, my testosterone's dropping a little bit, or in 15 years. Okay, I'm open to that. Why not? Why not live a longer, more vibrant life? And can you imagine the technology and the research and what they will have in 10 or 15 years? Like patience, man. You're 20 years old. You got 80 years left. Fucking, hit the pause button for a second and put some effort in. I'm still laughing at the start. This fucking episode is amazing. It's amazing. I'm joking. I'm feigning frustrated. I'm not frustrated at all. This is awesome. I love it. I love it. Just sometimes it's the right thing to do. Sometimes it's just the fucking right thing to do, right? It's the right thing to do is to rage. The right thing to do is just lay some fucking pipe and answer some questions, fam. Steroids give AIDS. I think the research is out on the AIDS roids. If you have HIV on the needle, then yeah, I guess it could. Let's not spread misinformation. Steroids give you AIDS, or tell them that. All right, fine, whatever. Believe that, then you won't do it. Sounds like a South Park episode. Steroids give you AIDS. You took your job. Good morning, my swole mate. Hello, Jenny, my dear. How are you? Eric Dean. Proper diet, great workouts, and consistency is what works. Don't look for a shortcut. Amen, brother. Amen. Good morning. I love you. You're awesome. Well, thanks, fam. Super cool. Hell, if you all turn out, I'll do Q&A every fucking day if we rock it like this. We'll have a topic. I want to talk. Let's get into I think it's slowing down a little bit. Check a little bit. But that's the thing. All the examples you said, I know and seen guys like this, and you're totally right. But I also see a badass monster who seems to know what the fuck they're doing and just buff up monster. Well, your sentences and grammar and language is impressive. That's look like regular guys other than their beef. LMF. Yeah, I don't know what this guy's talking about either. Just I don't know. Like your language, I'm not sure if English is your second or third language or whatever it is. I mean, you're doing decent, but I can't even put that together. That's like a puzzle, and I'm missing a good portion of the pieces there, fam. I can't even answer that. So I'm gonna leave that. So if I appreciate your attention, but I don't know. I mean, look, some people look good. All right. Here's the shit about the juice and what you're talking about. Some people look good and they're natural, and some people look like shit and they're fucking natural. Some people look good and they're taking sauce, and some people look like shit and they're taking sauce. Everyone assumes that if you take steroids, you take anabolics, you take this shit, you're gonna fucking look good. What do you think happens? What do you fucking think happens when you inject steroids? You just magically have proportions and aesthetics and you just have this amazing body and you look like Arnold and you look fantastic. You're like, look at my biceps. Look how pumped I am, you know? Look at me. I look fantastic. I'll be back. Y'all. You think you're just gonna fucking look amazing? It doesn't. I guess it is, Julie. I guess the topic is steroids. It wasn't supposed to be. No, it's not genetics. People that do it right. And I'm not saying that there is a right way to do steroids, but there is. I mean, there has to be. There's a better way to do anything, but you still have to bodybuild and eat like a fucking monster and train hard and dedicate your life to it. You can tell the people that don't dedicate their life to it because they look like shit, whether they take it or not. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people at your gym, I guarantee it, take steroids and look like shit. And you assume that they're not taking it because they don't look good or they don't look that big. Bitch, steroids don't make you big. They can. They can enhance things, but it's not gonna fucking make you big just because you injected something in your ass. You still have to do everything else. You don't just build muscle because you took something. You have to eat. Where do you think the energy comes from? Fucking Christ. They might as well pump oil into your muscles for instant size. Yeah, synthol. You still have to work your ass off to get those gains on Twitch. I absolutely, absolutely. Right? It's like saying these bodybuilders, right? The pros and Mr. Olympia, like all they do is just take juice and growth hormone. Yeah, they take that and about 30 other things. That's another thing. Most people don't realize how much these pros and these guys take. They don't take testosterone. They take testosterone. They take Tren. They take fucking Winstrol. They take Deca. They take all these different things that you've probably heard of. And here's the thing, you've probably heard of like one or two of maybe what I just said. There's about 20 or 30 other ones that these guys take. Literally, the guys that are pros and IFBB, they take like 20 or 30 different fucking things. They take so many things that you've never heard of. Literally never heard of. Literally never heard of. I've seen some of these things. I have no fucking idea. I never even heard of that. A hormone, a steroid. All right. Now, Abby's here, and correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. But from my remembering, because I don't fucking study steroids, I don't give a shit. The difference between a steroid and a they're chemical messengers, right? A steroid is something that passes a message on. A steroid enters the cell. A non-steroid, uh, what attaches like to the outside and sends a message is like a fucking pathway or a secondary fucking thing, right? So a steroid enters the cell directly, something like that. That's what a steroid is. Everyone talks about steroids as getting you big. That's an anabolic steroid, and certain ones get you big. Some get you leaner, some get you drier, some get you stronger, some get you this, some get you bones, some get you that. It's just a fucking message. It sends an email in your body, and then certain reactions happen, maybe, hopefully, if everything else is aligned and doing stuff too. That's it. That's it. There's hundreds, probably thousands. I'm not an expert. That's it. I believe it radically reduces recovery time. I missed that on Twitch, whatever you said about the price. I'm kind of over that conversation, but I don't care what he said. You can get big in this. It's a messenger and a signaling mechanism. Yeah. Okay. So you didn't correct me. So I guess we're good enough for what we're talking about here. Yeah. Anabolics. Anabolics mean building. If you want to type that again, look, take steroids if you seriously want to fuck up your body. You're not look, honestly, waddle away or whatever it was, I guarantee if you take steroids, you're not gonna see results. I'm sure of it. Just the way you're talking about it. One, you're nowhere near ready for even thinking about it because you haven't even asked the important questions yet. You haven't even answered yet. You haven't asked any single important question. And if you're 20 and you're looking for that to get big, you're screwed. You're not going to get big. You haven't built up your natural potential. It's not going to work for you. You'll gain it, you'll go off, and you'll lose it all. You haven't put in the time, man. You're trying to shoot for the stars without fucking, I don't know. I don't know where that analogy was going, but no, wrong mindset. My grandpa takes anabolic steroids to help the pain in his joints from arthritis. All right. Well, I mean, obviously that situation is different. Beard is looking absolutely majestic today. Well, thank you. It's unkempt, but it's clean. I just showered. Oh, you're pretty fucking big right now? Cool. Got to work on those mental gains next. I'm 22, train almost every day. Oh, very good. I remember my first beer. Fucking 22. So yeah, I'm in shape. I remember my first beer. Remember that time in band camp when I fucking lifted? I just want to reach Arnold's stage. All right, I'm done with this. You sure you're 22, bro? Are you sure you're 22? You sound like you're 14. They might as well pump oil. Oh, we just did that one on YouTube. Let's see. Abigail, take steroids and coming off of them is extremely dangerous. The adrenal crisis is real. Yeah. So we honestly waddle away. I recommend you join on Facebook or YouTube because we have medical professionals, right? We have like doctors and, nurse practitioners and shit watching live right now. Like we're here. Okay. All these people watching on every other platform, these are not just some jabronis and names and people trolling. We have like legit. Is my stomach growling? Why? Why? My beard's growling if you hear something. Mother, feed me. Feed me, Seymour. Trying to get big without the work. Fuck yeah. I'm already big. Sure you are, bro. Sure you are, bro. Anyone listening to these fucking guys in the locker room, this big guy at the gym said it would cost me $300 for a month and I get big. He told me to give him $300 and he gave me this thing to put in my butt and I get big. Okay. Colby. Oh, you're commenting on the breast is yeah. Let's see. I read an article that said you shouldn't take gear unless you've lifted for 10 plus years and you're older. You know why? Because you've actually built up like an understanding of your body and you might have tapped that. It's a personal choice. And if you do it safely, I don't care what you do. Here's the thing, I don't give a fuck. Waddleicious, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna be fine. Either way. You come back and you're like, hey, I've been taking it. I don't personally care. That's the thing. Like I'm giving you my advice. You ask me a question, I'm telling you. And as far as you're concerned, I'm just some dude on the internet that has a podcast. You tripped upon me on Twitch. Cool. You asked me a question about juice. I gave you my answer. I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you live. I don't know anything about you. So you live your life the way you want to, but that's my opinion. And not going to convince me or hear otherwise. So you can keep on asking or whatever you want to ask. That's one of the main reasons I started following you is because you don't juice. You don't need to. And when you start talking about testosterone replacement, that's a whole other ball game. A whole other ball game. Nobody will tell you the withdrawals and the consequences when coming down, especially if they're going to sell them to you at the gym. Of course not. No one's going to sell you a used car and tell you how shitty it is. They're going to be like, oh, this is the best car in the world. It's amazing. You like Ferraris? Well, this is a Ferrari. It just doesn't look like one, but man, does this engine really purr? Cialis for the rest of your life once you come off the gear. No thanks. Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of, especially when you just do it randomly like that, uncontrolled like that. There's just a lot of it's red flags everywhere, everywhere. Like, where's this guy getting from? Where's this guy getting from? What was the topic meant to be? Muscle and inflammation, like food and nutrition. So fuck it. Twitch, I have a buddy at work who chases PRs and has constant sciatic problems. He told me the other day that he was going to have one more kid, and then he was going to start taking tests. I just shook my head and said, okay, bro. So you have a buddy who chases PRs, constant sciatic problems, and he's going to have one more kid, which means he has kids already. So first off, your first warning sign, this guy has already reproduced, which is a problem in itself. So that means the entire world, us included, have to deal with this dude's offspring. And the fact that he's going to have one more kid is even more troublesome. So, maybe he lives on the second, third, fourth floor. Maybe an accident might happen and, oh, oopsies. Joking. Not really. Yeah, if you're chasing PRs and you have you have sciatic problems, I get so dark. I don't give a fuck. You have sciatic problems. You're asking for more problems. Like this guy's gonna be in a fucking wheelchair. Third floor. There you go. Stairs. Oopsies. Slippery when wet. I am 45 years old. I get testosterone from a doctor, but the biggest thing that helps is good food and a workout schedule. Of course. All right. So, do any of you take TRT? Do any of you? Do you have any details on that, Philip? How much you take? I'm not trying to have like any kind of pro. This is not a pro anabolic. This is nothing. This is all. I don't even know. I don't know what this is. The overall consensus, and this is all anti taking steroids. Stay natural. Be smart. So this is an educational in terms of a discussion. So this is nothing pro. Just for any algorithms listening, if anyone's watching or listening, no, no, don't block or delete old Papa Swolio. I'm not promoting any of this. The topic was going to be about muscle and inflammation. Catching live from my honeymoon in Switzerland. Priorities. Ooh, catching the gain train in the Alps on your honeymoon. Congratulations, bruh. Miss Artistry, welcome on Instagram. Toodles. Julie, anabolic steroids versus steroids like prednisone, dexamethasone are very different. 200 a week. So for anyone that doesn't know, and like I said, I'm no expert, but that's very, very low because you're just doing a replacement, Philip. You're not looking to be on the Olympia stage. And that's a replacement level, as far as I've heard from people that I know that are taking stuff like that. That's a small amount a week. It's probably a longer chain or a longer ester that stays in your body for 3, 4, 5 days, or you do 100 twice a week or whatever the heck it is, right? I'm sure. And it balances you out to bring you up to quote normal levels or that range, right? Where they can test and be like, okay, you are no longer deficient. You don't have extra in your system. But that's where a lot of people get this stuff from. They get it prescribed by their doctor, prescribed by someone that they know that's a doctor, and they prescribe extra, right? And they just take more and they refill their prescriptions more. And there's no way to catch that because it's medically, it's prescribed. So you can fucking take whatever you want. As long as it's prescribed, you can pretty much skirt all those issues. Like, how can no insurance company is going to pick up on that? Oh, this guy needs more. Okay, he has really low test. What everyone's cashing in, making so much fucking money. No one cares. Until the system comes crashing down, everyone's making money hand over fist and no one's going to say anything. Hey, I'm making too much money over here. Can you regulate me more? Said no one ever. Adrenal insufficiency, such as coming down off of steroids, has been linked to metastasized cancers due to abnormal protein formation. Ooh. Ugh. Ugh. Abnormal is never a good word to use. Everybody's making money except me. Gotta get those money gains. Money, 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 money. Let's see here. Absolutely just a replacement for sure. Edumacation, the most muscular swole cast in the. Yeah, thanks, Robert. Hell yeah. Ron Burgundy. Oh, scotch, scotch, scotch. There it goes down into my belly. Mm-mm-mm. I work 12 hours in heel and steel toe boots. I work off work. I wear flat sole shoes. I have flat feet as well. My ankles pop consistently when walking. I'm doing yoga and X, but I want to know if this is damage to my feet is irreversible. Does it hurt? Again, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not prescribing anything, but are you in pain? My ankles crack a lot. Like when I walk, it's like crack, pop. It doesn't hurt me. As far as I know, that's pretty normal, right? I don't know what it is, if it's nitrogen like gas or it's like a ligament, but there's no pain. Usually, the way I go, and if you have any pain, you want to check with a doctor, a foot doctor, a podiatrist, all that, this, and the other. I usually, and it's usually safe or usually a good idea to go by the concept of no pain, no problem. Not always the case. You can't just put a blanket over everything, but if there's no pain, your body's not warning you. Now, here's the thing with pain. Pain has perceptions, right? Perceptions and thresholds. So, for example, if you're in chronic pain and float some sad face. No, fuck the sad faces. But drop in the comments if you have ever lived with chronic pain. You get used to that to an extent. You get used to masking the pain. Your body shuts off the pain receptors. When it realizes that you're not fixing anything and it has to deal with it, your body will adapt the best it can. Once you have pain, that's why I'm such a proponent of foam rolling and mobility and yoga, because once you don't have pain anymore. So I really want some comments. Who here has had pain and then gotten rid of their pain with exercise or foam rolling or stretching? Because once you get rid of your pain, then you really all of a sudden understand how much pain you were in, like the contrast. Once you don't have pain anymore, all of a sudden you realize, holy shit, I've been living with fucking pain my whole life. And that's a huge game changer for a lot of people. All of a sudden you realize how much pain you were in, and that changes the game. Sounds like he needs to walk with ankle weights. That helps. Ugh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I appreciate you doing this with everyone needs a little help. I love doing Q&A. Well, look, I'm always doing topics. Look, this is episode I don't need any help. Episode 746. I'll fucking go 10,000 episodes and just rock it on my own, I mean, I can give topics, but I love answering questions because that's what you want to hear specifically. So I'm fine. I usually do a Q&A episode once in a while, but lately I've kind of just let it happen whenever there's a ton of questions because sometimes people are quiet or I do it at a time when not a lot of people log on. So this is totally fine. Uh, I had my first yoga beginner class last night. First time in 2 weeks, I was able to stand up straight from pulling my back in deadlifting. At a girl. Let's see. Philip, that is true. I have flipped the car and got heavy arm damage. I have had a heart attack from ephedra. Really? Really? Most people miss ephedra. Fucking government got their hands on that shit. I've had double hernia surgery, had my broken. All right, you've had a lot of. 9 years ago, I squat 5 sets of 225 3 times a week. 3 times a week for legs? Beast. I'm not going to tell you to do otherwise. That's a lot of volume for legs. Jessica, I got rid of my hip pain with stretching and exercise that focused on my hips and back. How much different? But I'm talking about the improvement. How much better do you feel? And you notice, like, you don't realize how much pain you're in until you get rid of pain. Does that make sense? Because you get so used to feeling pain, you don't have any concept of how much you're actually perceiving. Like your body just gets numb to it. And actually ties into what I was originally going to talk about with the inflammation. You get so used to the inflammation, you get so used to eating, you get so used to the information from dairy. You get so used to the information from grains. You get so used to the information from soda, from candy, from bread, whatever it is. You get so used to the inflammation, you don't recognize that it's doing so much damage. You get used to the bloating. You get used to have a bloated stomach. That's not fucking normal, fam. That's inflammation. That's a huge, huge allergic reaction. That's bad. You get used to having joint pain. You're like, oh, I'm just getting old. No, it's because you have bread and dairy every fucking day for 40 years. That's why you have chronic joint pain. But you don't realize that because you don't look to your food. How do I heal my bulged and torn L5 disc? You're going to need to get an MRI and talk to a doctor about that, an ortho or a spinal specialist. Yoga helps a lot of people, but it doesn't heal tears. It's not magic. Everything gives inflammation except meat. That's not true. That's not true at all. at all. Back pain from an accident, bedridden, didn't want the pain meds, turned to taekwondo. Really? Kickfest. Kick your way to health. That's well, I mean, if it worked for you, good. Eating inflammatory food has eliminated backaches or eating non-inflammatory foods. After kids, my back and hips killed me every day. After working out, my pain stopped 100%. Eric Dean, I've had a couple of injuries. I've had to deal with elbow, lower back headaches, and more. I recently got through lower back pain. It's nice to not worry about it anymore. Hell yeah. You don't realize how much pain you deal with until you get rid of it. I know a guy who takes TRT and gets extra. He knows he can never go back or come off it. Totally changed him. He also has a high risk of heart issues. Oh, like naturally in his family. That's even worse. That's even worse. Theo Lewis, I always have neck pain when I lift chest and shoulders. Any help? Well, when you have pain, I do need to say you should go get that checked out because pain is not something that I can diagnose. But I do, from what I do know about it. So if I have neck pain, usually when I have any kind of neck pain, it's something like the levator scapula, or it's usually not like sternocleidomastoid, but there's certain muscles that can be very tight in the neck due to postural imbalances or sitting in certain positions. And a lot of these muscles in the neck actually attach onto the clavicle. So when you're pushing and doing like a chest exercise, it moves the clavicle pivots, and it pulls on some of these muscles that go up to the base of the skull and the spine. So if you're that's one of the reasons why, I'm sure there's multiple reasons, but when people do bench pressing or a push up, they jut their head forward. You ever see that chicken head, right? They do a bench, they lower the bar down, their head comes up. The reason is because the clavicle is pivoting and it's pulling on the sternocleidomastoid, so the head comes forward to reduce pressure. That's because their neck is tight and they have poor posture, so it puts a lot of pressure on that. That's a little knowledge gem, right? You had to sit through 50 minutes of fucking nonsense to get to that one. That was good shit. I can sit and sleep comfortably now. I haven't pulled any back muscles since either. That was painful. Nice. A neurosurgeon consultation. Yeah, like anytime you have pain, I'm not going to sit here and be like, once you say you have pain, it's like I almost have to like punch out legally. You know, when you have pain, like, oh, this hurts. It's like I can't really say anything because I'm not a medical professional and I can't diagnose pain, especially on a fucking podcast. But, you know, there is a lot of yoga and mobility and corrective and balancing movements that you can do that can help reduce pain. That can lead because if and here's the thing, that stuff really only works if the pain is coming from a muscular imbalance. If you got into a car accident and you have something impinging on your spine and it's causing nerve issues, you know, doing yoga doesn't always fix that. Oh, yeah. Coffee burp. What stretches and shit can I do to get rid of knee pain from a knee surgery done in late December? Again, pain, check with your doctor. When I have knee pain, when I deal with knee pain, usually when I have knee pain, it's outer knee pain, right? It's like lateral, kind of like the runner's knee shit. And a lot of times that can come from what's known as knee valgus, the knee coming in, the femur, it's femoral stability. And usually that comes from the gluteus medius. So I have a video on my YouTube channel. It's one of the last ones well, it's on the training playlist for the lateral tube walk. When you strengthen your gluteus medius, and you also get this when you do yoga, you have to lengthen and stretch and inhibit hip flexors and, you know, TFL, your tensor fascial lata, these hip flexor muscles, and activate your stabilizers in your hip. And that can often help realign and reduce tension on the knee and that kind of valgus stress, that caving in, and it'll reduce your risk of like ACL tears as well. But chronic pain, where'd that message go? Knee pain from a knee surgery. So I mean, didn't you have rehab? If you had knee surgery, didn't you get PT? Usually your physical therapist would have given you, that's a lot of times when you go to physical therapy and they give you some exercises to continue after your insurance doesn't cover your therapy anymore. And then no one fucking does those exercises and wonders why it comes back because they don't continue them regularly. Why do you think physical therapy works? Because you're going somewhere and you're required to do certain exercises. I'm still in the beginning of this, but I can sneeze. Excited to continue. You can sneeze. Does that mean? Oh, Did you heal some like intercostal muscles or something? What are your thoughts on chiropractic therapy? Have you ever used or needed it? No, not really a fan of them calling themselves doctors. That's another thing that pisses me off. People grossly misinterpret the phrase doctor and PhD or a doctorate. Physical therapists are not doctors. They're physical therapists that have a doctorate. The reason why there's a doctorate is because the schools can charge more money for 3 years of school rather than a master's, which it used to be. Okay. A chiropractor, I mean, a PhD, a doctorate, it, they can charge more money for that. A doctor, by all intents and purposes, is a medical MD, a medical doctor, right? You can call a dentist a doctor of dental or medical dentistry, DMD. Are they a doctor? You got to get specific with that. That's one thing that I've been wanting to talk about for a little bit. I'm not calling out chiropractors or anything. What's my thoughts? I've never used one. Most chiropractors, I mean, they do a lot of mobility work and so alignment. Most of the alignment you can just do by corrective exercise. You don't have to crack and break your back into place. Not really. I've heard so many people just had nightmare issues. Most times, I would say you don't need it. I'm sure there's certain circumstances where it could be beneficial, but I'm not knowledgeable enough to speak on what circumstances those would be. But, "Oh, I'm having a little bit of tightness in my shoulder. Oh, let me go get aligned." Fuck that shit. You need corrective exercise and yoga and, the right fucking shit, massage, foam rolling. You need to stop jerking off so much or stop doing the same fucking thing every day and being a lazy fuck and not practicing any mobility or using the same if you're using the same muscles every fucking day, whether you just walk the dog every day and that's it, or you stock shelves, or you're a cashier, or you're a freaking accountant, you're using the same muscles in the same way. Either you're activating them or you're inhibiting them or you're sitting on them, you're sitting in a chair, you're sitting in a car, you're reaching overhead. When you use the same muscles on the same side of the joint over and 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 over again, you're going to have a little bit of an imbalance. And the reason why I said it so many times is because many people do it like that for 50 fucking years and wonder why they have pain. Think of how long that is doing the same routine, the same programming, the same workouts, the same shit for 20 years, for 10 years, for 1 year, over and over again. And you wonder why you have pain because you're yanking the joint out of alignment and you're rubbing the fuck out of shit in the joint because you're imbalanced. Balance that shit out, fam. Balance that fucking shit out. Everyone should do yoga once a day. Kobe, I would be happy and the world would be such a different place with medicine if everyone did yoga once a fucking week. Fuck once a day. I don't even do yoga once a day. Every fucking week, twice a week, every day is a freaking no, I'm serious. You're not incorrect, bro. Not everyone has time or, the resources or hell, hey, join Swolenormous X. I have all my fuck, man. How about a shameless plug for my private training community, my online classes? Fucking new classes every week. Get a couple new classes every fucking month, yo. Full yoga classes. They're there forever. Full fucking yoga classes. You throw it on your computer, you put on your phone, boom, yoga wherever you want it. Anytime. No issues. Boom. Oh, but I have to get up really early and get home late. Boom. Swolenormousx.com. Fucking yoga classes. Everything you need. And that's it. Okay. Or go on YouTube and fucking look up a yoga video. They have those there too. Just fucking do it. Just do it. Yoga or Swolga. Well, if I do it, it's Swolga. If my girl Alex teaches it on Swolenormous X, it's yoga. Only I do Swolga. Can't have Swolga without Papa Swole. I mean, come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Eh, eh, eh. No more back pain. What how much you charge for what? Oh, Instagram's gonna cut off. Hold on, let me start this back up. Again, fucking with Instagram. Let me load that back up. That's what I was going before joining X. Oh, you're going on a YouTube, Kobe? Kobe, you're an overachiever. Yeah. Damn it, Kobe. Damn it, Kobe, asking for too much, you son of a biatch. Just kidding, bro. Oh, sorry, I missed some question. Let's see. I had a bad hamstring pull from track, foam rolling, stretching, and pool workout. Life better? Hell yeah. What are some of the best back exercises other than deadlifts? Well, RDLs are great. Any kind of honestly, Dom DOS, that's a great question. The when you talk about the best back exercises, I'm assuming if you said other than deadlifts, deadlifts is glutes. Deadlifts are a total body, load exercise. Anything, even things like stiff leg deadlifts, RDLs, anything glute oriented is good for the back, especially if you're talking about the lower back because the glutes, strong glutes and activated glutes will help stabilize the lower spine. So if you're talking about the lower back, any glute exercise or glute activation, a proper glute activation, is going to be beneficial in general. Let's see. I had PT before, after for 8 weeks. I still do them. I had ACL, MCL, LCL, PCL, and meniscus. Fuck, you blew out you ripped through everything. Did you like get your leg cut off? Damn, sorry to hear that. And have been able to work out to an extent, but eventually my knee gets stiff. I don't blame you. You severed everything or you tore shit through that. Damn, that's brutal. Would yoga be an added benefit in addition to the video you just mentioned? What video? Oh, the lateral tube. Yeah, absolutely. Now, if there's any kind of like pain or issue where you have to check with your doctor or anything, do that. But yoga is great. It's amazing for the whenever this is what I do. This is what I personally do when I have knee pain or if I have anything that kind of comes up like tendinosis, whatever, like kind of inflammation. I use that as my body saying, bro, you need to back off and you need to focus on yoga more. Anytime I have any kind of discomfort, I use as my body communicating with me, telling me that I need to chill out with the weights and focus more on yoga. So I do that. And then I go back into the weights and I feel fine. And that's why I've been doing this for so long consistently because I focus on the recovery and the longevity of it. When you lose that focus, then you start making mistakes. Do I slackline? No. Glute pack making my buns raised and firm. Yeah, Kobe. That peach though, bro. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is I need some bacon. Yeah, the bacon will be sizzled. I'm gonna have some bacon tonight. Thanks, Cry Lightning on Instagram. I shall do that. J Camp, you are small. Who's small? I love that name, Bro Chacho. Bro Chacho. I love it. I love it on Instagram. Bro Chacho joined. That's the cool thing. YouTube usually have like names. You have screen names too. Twitch is like random stuff. Facebook is like human names. Instagram is just like random shit. It'd be like Bro Chacho. First here. What up? What up, fam? You guys are animals. You guys are fucking savages today. Savages. So actually, after we finish this episode, I'm going to change the title. I don't know what I'm just gonna put open Q&A. I'm just gonna put probably epic episode, amazing episode, open Q&A, tons of questions or something like that. Because obviously we did everything. We did everything today. It was awesome. I loved it. I thought they were great. They're really good questions, right? There were some topics that we haven't covered, some stuff that really had to get thrown out there or locked down. So, yeah, I think we're just gonna wrap it up there. That was fantastic. So, do you ever get on Reddit? Swole acceptance sub is just right up your alley. No, I haven't used Reddit. That's probably the only platform I really haven't done much on. I don't really know much about how Reddit works. I use everything, fucking everything else, like literally, pretty much do everything. I'm guessing my back is in good condition. Mine, I mean, I feel good. The other day, or a couple weeks ago, I tweaked my back. I was having a conversation between squats. I kind of maybe rushed the warm up. I felt good. I went back, but here's the thing: when I had a little tweak, I went down like, oh, I felt just a little uncomfortable. So I stopped. I racked it up. I did some other stuff and I stretched. I went back home, did yoga for like a week, kind of went back into it. It felt good. I listen. If my body says nope, If I have any doubt, fucking stop. Anything with the back or knees or anything kind of like, I'm not sure. If you're not sure, stop. It's done. This dog just like lays here and just looks dead. Like every time I have to like look and see if the stomach is moving. She sleeps like a corpse, like eyes half open. Like, you all right? Say her name and then she like moves. All right, good. You're still fuck. The best way to grow legs, a lot of glute activation, work those glutes, deadlifts, squats, lunges, stiff leg deadlifts, hammies, free weights. But do your yoga, get your correctives in there. Make sure you're doing it properly. Make sure you have the mobile joints. Oh, 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 oh. What's the doggy's name? I call her Beesh. It's Princess. It's not my dog, but it's my dog emotionally. I call her Beesh. She looked up. I was like, Beesh. And then she went back. Now she's dead again. My back told me I was done. I listened because I couldn't get off the ground. Your back was probably giving you warning signs before the in here. I lift patients at work. My dog always farts. Gross. Well, I literally eat, dog eats the same thing I do. Raw beef with organ meats and sweet potatoes. That's what I eat. Well, not the raw part, but it's a small dog. Uh, Chihuahua, Jack Russell mix. It's a small one. Fucking awesome dog, though. I miss having big dogs, though. I miss having big dogs. Next dog would be I want to get my pity. I want to get a pity. I like big dogs. Any tips to strengthen shoulders? Surgery on rotator cuff in each. Yoga, corrective exercises, posterior rotator cuff, things like prone press, YTAs, floor cobras, all delicious scapular depressions. You know what they say about small dogs? Yeah, their owners have huge cocks to compensate for it. Best move to burn rear delt. Oh, prone press is phenomenal. You could do rear, posterior deltoid. Those are great. Um, I don't know if I have that. I think I've posted that on either Facebook or Instagram, but the rear deltoid cable, if you're pulsing, you don't need a lot of weight just to ice. It's hard to explain. It's such a fucking good exercise. What up, Papa Swolio, man? I'm about to get fired. Everybody wants you to do something when the swole is on. I've been chilling all day. Dude, don't don't let me get you fired, bro. Let me get you swole. Let me get you yoked. Let me get you yoked. All right. I have a Doberman and a Borzoi. Or is that like a weird name? It's like a Boja. I have a Doberman and a Boja. They call it like a Borzoi. The fuck is that? Cane Corsos? Dude, I don't even know what these dogs are. I don't even know what these dogs. I don't know half these names. I know Labs, German Shepherds, Pit Bulls. They're the basic ones. You got like, I have a Borzoi. I have a Corso. The fuck are those? It's always funny whenever someone tells me this random dog name, I always look it up and it's this fucking gorgeous animal. I'm like, oh shit, I've never even heard of this. An Australian humpback. The fuck is that? It's like, holy shit, it looks like a camel or like a horse. I thought when they popped, they were gone. Alveoli. What's going on here? I got a pit bull boxer, Swolio. He's more ripped than me. He's one of those like muscular jack dogs. Those are beautiful too. German Shepherds. He's awesome. Hell yeah. Absolutely. Labs are the best. They're just good dogs. Look, the dog is as good as its owner, right? If you have literally, I think any dog is a good dog if it's trained properly and if its owners aren't pieces of shit. It usually reflects directly the owner, whether they are, whether they actually, it's like a kid. If you have a shitty kid, it's obviously because it's got shitty parents. Not always. Not always. But if you have a shitty kid, parents, you're not innocent. Oh, well, it's just luck of the draw. Yeah, you're probably a shitty parent. It's okay. Not everyone, and hey, not everyone's good at everything, right? Not everyone's good at tennis. Not everyone's good at parenting. Take an L on that one and give it away. Let someone else do the job. Or do like the Chinese used to and put them in the river. Or her, right? You keep the boys. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know what they do now over there. I'm a stupid American. What do I know? Should we end on that too soon? No? Or do you want Mao? Should we do a little bit Mao? You get it? Anyone? No? Too highbrow for something. Should we go on for a little Mao? Oh God. Oh God. Anyone? No? Bueller? 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 No? God, a couple great zingers. Well, not MOW. That's not, no, you didn't get it. Unless you don't know how to. No, no, not Super Troopers. No, not meow. Never mind. If you missed it, go back and Google it. No, not the meow. Not the meow. I didn't say meow. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. That's not what it was. It was much higher than that. Nope, not meow. No. No, you guys missed it? No, no. It was not Super Troopers. No, I didn't say meow. I said, should we go on a little Mao? Oh, I guess we're all. I guess. Oh, man, I guess I'm talking to stupid Americans, right? We're just we Americans, right? We Americans are just in our corner, like just we do our thing, right? We watch the Kardashians. That's all we fucking do. No, not MOW. I think just maybe some of you just don't know how to like how to spell his name. Okay, fuck this. All right, go read a book, go watch the History Channel, or go on Google and put that together. Good lord. Good lord. The United States, the audience is everyone's taking a day off today. Everyone's taking a pass. We're taking an L on that one. Charles Manson. All right, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Anyway, I had a good one. I'm not even gonna explain it. It was just too good. I'll let that fly high. And if you really want to figure that one out, go back, rewind it, and then kind of put that together. It was, man, off the cuff. That was great content right there. That was fire. That was good shit. That was good fucking shit. I will not dust my fan. That shit doesn't move. Is it dusty? It's probably dusty as fuck. I never turn that on, so I don't care if it's dusty. I'll just sit there. Seth Rogen doesn't eat gluten. Well, if you want to look like Seth Rogen, don't eat gluten. I'm gonna pound gluten now. Fuck that shit. Dun-dun-tsh. All right. Now there you go. Oh, close. Close. I think it's MAO, right? It's not MAU, it's MAO. Julie's close. Julie's close. If you got like the whole, if you understand who I'm talking about, and then the spelling, I get it. I get it if you don't understand. I get that. I get that shit. All right, fam. That's enough. That fucking deep end. Well, I hope you enjoyed your food talk about muscle and inflammation. I hope that went well for everyone, right? I hope that worked out. I hope everyone enjoyed today's topic. Fucking A, right? Well, I love it. I love it. And I will do these every day if it rocks like this every day. But no, we'll do topics and shit like that. But these are fun. These are fun to get through and to answer all of your questions as best as I can. Uh, what have we learned today? Hmm, I don't know. I'm not sure what we've learned today. We've learned something. We got some things taken care of. I think I'm gonna have to listen to this episode again and listen to like what the fuck actually happened. But honestly, I really do think this might have been one of the most entertaining episodes. Might have been one of the best episodes ever. It might be one of the best ones ever, y'all. I just don't remember where it went, and I'm not sticking around to see where it's going. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining for episode 746 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Slaycast, and Taintcast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. I will see you all in Swolenormous X and tomorrow for a topic most likely of my choosing. Okay, beaches. Peace, McGee's fam. Deuce, Magoose, Papa Swolio. Out. Later, fam. Love you. Thanks for the questions. That was intense. Peace. Later, later, laters. You fucking savages. You manimals. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Save me. Save me.